Hi everyone, this is Eurovoxx and from FM. You are watching us, and here's Omar Naber, and with his song "On My Way"
Yeah,
and never coming back.
something like that. Hi
Are you
everyone.
coming? Sorry.
I obviously am coming back to Kiev because I was there like in 2005, and here I am once again. I wish it was another city. No, I'm joking. Come on, that would be ungrateful. Yeah, but the strange part is I'm singing "On My Way." I'm never coming back, which is a paradox because I came back. Okay, enough with this. I became a philosopher now. Okay, let's go.
So about Kiev, you participated also here.
That's right.
Is there any differences like from past year and now?
Oh, there are many different things about Kiev. Of course, sure, for the better. Kiev has changed in appearance. It is much nicer than it was in 2005. It has been in some ways rebuilt. It looks a bit more modern. Is it snowing? Oh my God. Okay. Uh, let's go. This is a shock. Okay. It's snowing, man. Yeah. But the one thing that has not changed is the spirit of Kiev. Because I actually, how do you say it? I've identified with it, I connected with it. And I've traveled a lot in my life. Uh, But I barely connect with the city, with the foreign city that I'm visiting. But the Kiev is the one. I don't feel homesick, even though it's my 10th day here in Kiev. I feel like home. I feel very welcome, and this big Slavic spirit is very strong, and you can really tell that it's the oldest city in whole Europe. So yes, many things have changed, but not the spirit.
And what can you say about yesterday, like your reaction and?
About yesterday, well, if you use your reason, it's logical that not everybody will proceed, and it's not only that's not always the music that counts. There are so many factors, and you never know which one will prevail to get you through to the final. You know, you can have the best song, you can have the best vocals, can have the best arrangements, but let's say some big country has a big diaspora. Of course, they're all going to vote for their own country, in a way. And on the other hand, it's it would be ungrateful to be disappointed. I still performed in front of 200 million people. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Oh dear Lord, come on. You know, this is the one time you're on stage with the 3 minutes and you make more impact than in 10 years. That's a big thing. I think that would be ungrateful to say I'm disappointed to not to be in the final. But the origin of life is it's not fair. So sometimes when people, let's say some people think it's not fair that I did not proceed, I don't think so. That's not as big injustice like it would be for tens of thousands of Syrian children in Aleppo. Don't you think so?
Yeah.
I think it's more fair for me not to qualify, but the origin of life is it's not fair. Come on. Things like that happen, even though I am 100% behind my song and I believe in it. I've believed in it for 10 years because I wrote it like 10 years ago. So it's like that, and congrats to all that have proceeded to the final.
And who is your favorite of this year, or what do you think who will win the whole competition?
Well, those are two different things, man. We just talked about it. The first thing, the first name that comes to mind is Italy, because the guy's very charismatic. He's a showman. He's not a singer type. He's more like charismatic storyteller, really funny showman, and I like his song very much. He's very Italian, and I love Italian music. I actually was the most influenced by Italian music because my mom loves Italian music, and she's a great musician as well. And we've listened to loads of Italian music, and I would go for Italy. But who impressed me yesterday the most, I would say Moldova, with the ridiculous dance. I love them. I love them. Dum, tuk, 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 with the oh my god, it was great. Um, and who I think it will. That's another. That's the third thing. That's you know. I wish for Italy. I was impressed by Moldova, and I think Portugal will win because the singer is very very special, and we all heard about his condition, and he is still very funny as well. So he's got 3 extra points, you know, 3 extra factors. Uh, the song is good as well. He's a good singer as well. He's charismatic. Portugal is a very special country. Have they ever won? Have they? Oh, they've won before?
Portugal?
Yeah.
I don't think so. No.
I don't think so. You know, that's even one little part as well. So you never know what will happen next. So, first thing, I hope for Italy. I think Portugal, and impressed by Moldova. That's my 3 answers.
Then, can you tell us where your passion for Eurovision is coming? Because like you participated in Kiev in 2005, but besides that, you also participated several times in EMA.
Yeah. Well, there are several factors. It's not like I'm a diehard fan of Eurovision. Well, with all due respect to the ones that are, I've been following so many different styles, so many different genres. It's hard to. It would be hard to say that I'm a diehard fan of Eurovision, but we've been following it as a family since I was like 5, 6, 7 years old, and my mom always wanted to watch it because she always wanted to hear new music, and she always cheered and put it out loud, you know, because 20, 25 years ago it was all about music, you know, and music back then was not actually taken for granted because it was not for free. Now it's for free. Everything that has ever been recorded is free now, you know, and since the internet has taken over, everything is taken for granted, and music doesn't count for that much anymore, you know, and new songs are not that important anymore because you are like drowned into information about new musicians, songs, bands, and blah blah blah. You know what I mean? That's the first thing. I followed it as a child because of my mom, and I loved it. The second thing is I entered the national talent competition in 2004, and I won. And as a reward, I was granted to pass the national pre-selection, which I won again. That's how I came to Eurovision. And the third thing is, it is one of the rare big opportunities to get your music and to get your song out there to a wider audience, even to a Slovenian audience, you know, to enter the national pre-selection even if you don't want to win, even if you don't win, to get a new single, to get people to know your new song is the easiest way, you know. If you're on television and everybody's watching, they're cheering for you or they vote for you, they like the song, radio stations pick it up and they air it and stuff. That's why I entered before and I didn't win it, but it doesn't really matter. This is one of the rare opportunities to get your song out there just like that, you know. And of course, I participated again and I won. And here I am in Kiev for the second time, which I'm very grateful for.
And do you want to be like Slovenian Valentina Moneta, because you know that she participated 4 times already in Eurovision? And do you plan maybe coming back? And
I don't know. Never say never. I don't want to be the guy who people want sick of. or to get rid of, come on, Omar, you've had enough, go home, you're old, whatever. I don't want to be that guy, but I would love to be called, let's say, Mr. Eurovision, like Johnny Logan. Come on, it's a good. He's got a good reputation. He's won many times, and it's a good connotation when you think about Johnny Logan. But when you think about someone, let's say me, if I would participate like 4 or 5 times, I go, fuck, Omar, go home. This is enough. I wouldn't go for that. It depends how people in Slovenia will think in a few years, and if it comes to mind, maybe why not? Never say never.
And can you tell us about your future projects, maybe like?
Oh, there are many. I have no worries about my future in music. First of all, when I come back, I am establishing a new punk rock band because I started at 17, 18 as a punk rock, not musician, but like we had a lot of fun with fast and powerful music. I always wanted to do that separately from my pop music, and I have many songs on stake. And the third thing I'm gonna do is do some intimate vocal music, gospel music, maybe even big band music, because in Slovenia you don't get much of that, you know. So I think it's a good opportunity for me to expose myself in that manner. So yeah, many plans. And I'm not afraid for my future because I love to experiment and I can't wait to get home to do more music as well.
Thank you very much.
Oh, no. Thank you for inviting me. Thank you. Thank you.
Make sure that you
Follow us on Twitter and Instagram.
subscribe and comment on YouTube.
Like and share on Facebook.
Team Eurovoxx!
Team Eurovoxx!